There is a secret to connecting with your audience. Whatever your audience is, whoever your audience is, wherever your audience is, there's a simple secret to connecting with your audience. Now, it's something that professional speakers kind of know and kind of keep to themselves. But a while back, I stumbled upon this secret. I want to share it with you today. So today, you're going to learn about the secret of connecting with the audience. You're going to find about the mistake most speakers make when they're talking to an audience. And find out how to become a more effective, more interesting speaker. Now, you might be wondering, Tim, were you always so interested in connecting with the audience? And no, I really wasn't, not from the beginning. When I first came to Toastmasters, I just wanted to join Toastmasters and become a better speaker. And as Shannon mentioned, go through the books. I've got these books. If you don't know about the books in Toastmasters, there's these books that step you through basic speaking. It starts with the icebreaker. You break the ice, get to know, just kind of get a chance to speak. And each book builds in a different skill. So I thought, that's what I want to do. I'm going to go through the books, go through the icebreaker all the way through, and then become a better speaker. So I started out with the first book, the CC book. Started out with the first speech, the first project. It's called the icebreaker. Started reading through this thing. Reading through it. I said, okay, go all the way through the thing, different things, what to talk about. And then I stopped at the part where it said, what do you do? It said, talk about yourself. Those were the directions. Those were the directions, the icebreaker. Just talk about yourself. And it went on and said 4 to 6 minutes. I thought, I guess I can do that. I can talk about myself in 4 to 6 minutes. So then time went on and practiced up my speech, figured out what I was going to talk about. And then when the time came to give it, I went up and I went out there and I talked for 4 minutes. 1 second. And I did it. I got the speech done. After a while, I kind of relaxed and felt, it's a good thing. Went well. You know how that is when you go through something and kind of stressful and you get it done, you feel good? You know how that works? Yeah. That's how I felt. And so, afterwards, I thought, all right, I want to do the next speech. So I go through the next speech. The next speech is called Organize Your Speech. And it's 5 to 7 minutes, a little longer. I start reading all this stuff about organization, but it doesn't tell me what to talk about. Unlike the first speech, you talk about yourself, it doesn't say what to talk about. So I think, well, I talked about myself in the first speech, so I'll do that again. I just kept doing it. So that I did the second speech talking about myself. And then I just kept going. There were 10 speeches. Each speech I just kept on talking about myself. More and more and more. All the way through until I got to the 10th speech. And I became very good about talking about me, my interests, what I was thinking about, what mattered to me. And I just kept on doing that in all the different books. A couple of years ago, came to a club, Toastmasters Club, and there's a guy there, Rocky Romero. He's a professional speaker, black hair, medium height, but really knows speaking. So I learned something from this guy every time that I talked to him. So I'm excited because I'm going to give my speech and get some feedback. So I go up there and I give my speech. And I talk for 5 to 7 minutes about me, the stuff that interests me, the things that I'm interested in. And when I finish it, after the meeting is over, I go to Rocky and say, what do you think of my speech? Tim, you talked for 5 to 7 minutes about stuff that interests you and nobody else in the audience. It didn't matter. I said, yeah, Rocky, but that's how Toastmasters works. You get up there, you talk about yourself, and then after everything is done, everybody has to clap. And I sit down and somebody else comes up and they talk about whatever, and if I'm interested or not, it doesn't matter. I have to clap. Well, Tim, in the real world, not only don't they have to clap, can walk out in it. Whoa. I never thought about that. What do I do? And that's when Rocky told me the secret. The secret to connecting with any audience. So Tim, when you're speaking to an audience there, just remember to use the you. Use the you. You ever noticed when speakers are speaking the words that they use most often? What word do you think a speaker uses most often in their speech? I? Yeah, exactly. I, right. And there's another word that they use. Sort of like I, the plural of I. We. Thank you, Sherry. Fantastic. Exactly. And if you're sitting in the audience and you hear we do this and we should do this and we ought to get off this thing, have you ever thought, not me. Not me. I have no interest in that, whatever. I know what we are doing out there, but I'm not interested in that. But if instead you use the you and you connect in with your audience, you talk to them, say, have you ever thought about it? Or could you? Or might you? Use the you, connect with the audience, get people involved. It's a powerful thing, it's simple to do. So if you have a speech to say that I believe that we ought to go down and, you're talking about voting. We ought to go out and vote, would be the way a typical speaker might say. We got to get out to vote. Instead say, if you want to make things change, if you want to make things better, if you want to make a difference in life, if you don't like the way things are going right now, then you got to get out and vote, or it's just going to rain the same way. Your vote makes a difference. Your vote counts. Your vote will change the world, will change the direction of everything. It's all up to you and your vote. That's an example of using the you. How powerful it can be to just pull people and get people involved. So just to wrap things up, it's really easy when you get out there to go out and start talking. You get focused on what's relevant to you, what's interesting to you. The problem is when you focus on yourself, you get really good at ignoring the audience's interests. Instead, use the you. Connect in with the audience, get involved with the audience, think about what the audience is interested in. Focus on them. And speeches will be much better, much more powerful, much more impressive, much more interesting, much more memorable. So just remember for the very next speech that you do, always remember, use the you.